Hi, everybody. Some of you know me, some of you don't. Anyone that does knows that I've wanted to start a YouTube channel since I was 12 years old. And for the past 8 years, I've had about 3 different attempts at it. And every single one, I gave up within about 2 weeks, if even that long. And I realized along the way that there were things that I was incapable of and that I couldn't do. You see, it started out when I started my channels that I would start and I lacked the consistency, I lacked the motivation. I would get about 2 to 3 videos in, and then when I didn't have enough subscribers or no one was watching my videos, I would just give up and it would fizzle away. And all my motivation was gone. I did this several times, and I would always look at my favorite YouTubers and be like, but they're getting more. Theirs is bumping up. I mean, I look at their old videos, and theirs bumped up at even a quicker margin than I did. And I realized that, I'm not doing something correct. And so I would give up time after time. I would lose heart, and I couldn't force myself to keep going. And over time, it went from, why is it not working to it's not going to work. And the shift there created this version of myself that I started to resent, because it turned into complete and total self-deprecation. It went from, Michael, this is not something that is working right now, to you're incapable. You don't have the talents that those other YouTubers have. You don't have the money, the time, the effort, the connections, or the knowledge to successfully start a YouTube channel. For crying out loud, the most video games I've played ever was, I think, Subnautica, and it was like 8 hours of playtime, or when I was like 10, playing racing games with my dad. But I love video games. I love entertainment. I love being entertaining to other people. And so I kept trying to force myself. And the longer and longer that I tried to do it, and the more and more times that I tried, I more and more realized that it wasn't working. And I blamed myself and said, you're not good at this. You're a failure. You don't have the capability. And I actually want to throw some huge props to my all-time favorite YouTuber. His name is Corey Kenshin, Corey X Kenshin on YouTube. And he's actually what got me into this, because I was watching him when I was like 12 years old, and he only had like 10,000 subscribers. And I was like, dude, this guy's awesome. He's hilarious. I want to be like that when I grow up. And he's now up to over 11 million subscribers. So congratulations, Corey. I'm proud of you. But that's besides the point. Corey made a video about 3 weeks ago-ish, and it was entitled No Limits. And essentially what he said was, it doesn't matter if your teachers tell you you can't do it. It doesn't matter if your parents tell you you can't do it. It doesn't matter if your friends tell you you can't do it. The only thing stopping you from achieving your goals is you. And that really pushed me, because I know there are people that have their teachers telling them they couldn't and their parents telling them they couldn't. I didn't have that. Everyone around me told me that I could. My parents are beyond supportive of every endeavor that I take. They've told me since I was a little kid that anything that I wanted to do, I had the capability to do it. I was lucky in that regard. So Corey's video really rung true with me, because I realized the only one that was stopping me was me. There was no one else that was telling me I couldn't. There was nothing else telling me that I couldn't. The only thing saying that I couldn't do it was my own voice in my head saying, Michael, you can't. You don't know how. You're not smart enough. You don't have the software. You can't afford a mic. You can't afford a camera. You can't do any of this stuff. And I was like, you know what, voice, you're right. I can't. And so it's been 7 years since I wanted to start, and here we are, 7 years later, and I'm finally doing it. Because some things some things happened that made me realize I could. First of all, I started working DoorDash, and DoorDash pays me well enough that I could buy the microphone that I wanted to use to record the audio for my videos, and I could afford that within about 2 days of work. The camera that I'm using, I got as a gift. The computer that I'm using, I got as another gift because I have to use it for the fact that I'm in school. All of those things came together at the same time that I'm watching Corey's video on the fact that you can do anything you want to do as long as you push yourself to do it. Because my brain came up with all of these excuses like, Michael, you're getting too old now. YouTube's already too saturated. There's no way that a 19-year-old boy in 2021 who has no gaming experience to any major extent can get on YouTube and play a video game. But I don't think that's true. Because I'm sitting here with my microphone and my camera and my laptop. I have my PlayStation over there. I got my remote right there. My headphones right next to them. What's the worst that happens? You see, I made a plan that I'm going to go 6 months, 3 videos a week for 6 months. If I don't add a single subscriber to my account, then I'll consider taking a break or trying a new endeavor. But if I get even 1 subscriber in the next 6 months, that's 72 videos. So if in 72 videos I don't get a single subscriber, then I'll consider taking a break. But until that moment comes, I'm going to do everything in my power to upload 3 videos a week. Now, of course, there will be weeks where I physically can't do that. If I'm out traveling, or a family emergency comes up, or I have school that has to get done, that reigns priority. But I can guarantee you, if it's Saturday night and the 3rd video has to be released, you're not going to find me sitting on my couch watching Netflix. You're going to see me sitting on my couch either editing my software or playing a video game with this camera on my face. I believe that I can do this. I finally have the motivation to do it, and the motivation is no longer coming from short-term success, but it's coming from my own desire to do it. It's no longer coming from, I want to do this because I want a bunch of people to watch me. It's now coming from, I want to do this because it's something that I enjoy. I mean, you should have seen the smile on my face when I opened up my microphone and started connecting it to my camera and connecting it to my laptop and figuring out all the ins and outs of how to make the audio perfect. It was a blast for me. And I think I'm finally ready. Because it doesn't matter. As long as I'm consistent and I choose to motivate myself and push myself, then I can do this. And until we go 6 months without any progress, I'm not going to stop. So there's my incredibly in-depth explanation that nobody really wanted, but I felt was necessary to start this channel off, just so there was kind of a starting point for who I was while I was doing what I was doing. Yeah. So the first game that I'm going to play is going to be Minecraft. And I know what you're thinking. You're going to look at me. I'm looking at you right now. Looking right into your eyes. And I'm going to tell you, I know that it sounds kind of cringe, but I think I'm going to do something with it that you're all going to enjoy. It's not going to be hacks, mods. I don't know anything about any of that. Nothing. It's going to be me playing the game. That's it. The last time I saw someone genuinely go out just for the experience of playing Minecraft on survival, I haven't even seen that around in a hot minute. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what games you want to see me play. Most likely I'll fail at whatever they are, but I will try to play them. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.